Hey YouTube! Happy New Year and welcome to my channel. This is the first time I've ever done something like this, so please bear with me if it's not, great, but I'm learning and with practice makes perfect, so hopefully the saying is true. I was basically brutally attacked by a baby gate. It did it on purpose. I don't care if you say that it's an inanimate object. I know it knew what it was doing. The night before the incident, I started getting, I got my life together, I was making plans, I was doing things, I was being very productive, and I made a list for what I wanted to achieve the next day. I don't know about you, but I find out that when I start getting my life together, that's when, I don't know, the universe decides to come and stop me. I don't know. Did I achieve these things in the end? No, I did not. I made breakfast, was holding my plate, wanted to go from the kitchen to another room, so I lifted up the baby gate, and I'll try and put the picture somewhere if I can. I'm not very good at technology, so we'll find out. So I was holding the plate of food in one hand, opening the gate with the other. The gate got stuck, but my momentum of my body was still going forward, so everything at that point went in slow motion. I saw the plate fly from my hands, land on the ground, shatter. It's supposed to be unbreakable or hard to break. Really, anything can be broken. I think I can prove that. I was falling forward at the same time. I took the gate off the door. As I saw the plate break on the ground, I thought, I'm not going to fall face first and break on the ground like that or break my face. Somehow, I really don't know how I did this. As I was watching everything, I turned mid-air so that I could land on my bum instead of on my face, preferably. Landed with my arms back. I still have bruises on my knee, so I don't know if I hit knee first and then, that part was a little bit of a blur. I just remember certain things and the rest is how did that happen? Next thing I know, back to normal Steve. I heard my mum from the kitchen come run to see what I had done. Sorry again, Mum, for making you clean up the mess, but thank you. All my toes felt like they were on fire. The best way to describe it was the feeling of stubbing a toe, but not stubbing one, stubbing 10. And normally that feeling fades after a while. I was suppressing my tears. I don't like crying, and I was keeping them down. Might have been a good time to let them out. So I crawled to the side to get out of Mum's way so she could clean up my mess. As I was trying to wait for the pain to go, because when you stub a toe, soon it eventually fades. This feeling didn't really fade. In my right foot it started to, but in my left foot it remained. And not only that, I didn't have much motion, so if that's your foot, and normally you can kind of bend your toes, well with my left foot it was kind of like that, it was very stiff. So I said, look Mum, I might have done something. We need to go to the emergency hospital. But first, breakfast. We went to the emergency department. I said to my mum, look, I'm going to probably be here for a while. Best mum ever stuck with me for an hour. Because after an hour she went home. Which is fine because, I wouldn't have stuck with me. But anyway, this was the longest wait. It took me close to 4 hours in the emergency department. Sat there outside before they bring you in for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Finally got brought in. So I got into the room and someone else is also in the room, so I'm on the right side of the room, they're on the left side, but it's all separated by a curtain. But I can hear everything that's going on, everything the doctor's saying to them, and this person apparently has a giant infected cyst. The doctor's talking to this patient saying, are you able to take anesthetic? Will you be able to handle it? We need to know that you can do this because I'll cut the pus out of the cyst today. The patient says that they will get it done, and the doctor's saying, if I make a huge cut, you'll have a humongous wound. And I'm just how big is this cyst? The doctor keeps going on and on about how it's going to smell, it's going to stink, it's going to ruin his entire week, he's going to be traumatized. And I'm just thinking, yeah, they're really going to cut open someone and it's going to stink and they're going to leave me in the same room to experience this. No one looked at me, no one batted an eyelash, like I'm just sitting here, okay? I can hear everything he can say, it's like I'm not here. If I'm going to have to experience the smell, I might as well really breathe it. Hospitals have this very strong, clean, clinical smell, and thank God for that. It was really hard to pick up at first. First, I'm just like, I've got the clinical smell, and then just right below it, it's got this smell of, the best way to describe it is rotten fruit, vegetables. It's very hard to smell, but it's just like, it's not nice, but it's not unbearable. Slowly it starts increasing. We're at this level where clinical smell, right below it, next level is dirty gym clothes, like, it smelled like dirty, sweaty kind of clothes that haven't been washed in a while, or like dirty shoes. But still, I lean in. Have another big whiff. Then it gets to another level. This is an overall smell from a dirty locker room, like probably a boys' locker room. So it was probably 2.5 hours, 3 hours after that. Then I finally get moved to another room after I've experienced already the smell of infected cyst being cut open and pussing and oozing into the room. So it takes me to another room, and then I wait there and the doctor finally comes in, and after this time I've probably been there for about 3 hours, 3.5 hours waiting to see someone, for someone to have a conversation with me. That doesn't really ever happen. Just a spoiler. The doctor comes, has a look at my foot. Everyone keeps asking me what I've done. Everyone at the hospital always hears weird stuff, especially in the emergency department. People do weird things. Why? I will never know. But it happens. The doctor sends me to go get some x-rays. So I've seen him for about 2 minutes. Then I go get x-rays, see that person for about 2 minutes, come back, waiting, closer to like past the 3.5 hours point, it's like closer to probably 4. Doctor comes back, says it's not really broken. Your pinky toe has like a little chip on the top, but it's in the perfect place to heal. So they wrapped it around to the next toe as a splint and told me that I need to, if I'm going to take a shower, to put a plastic bag over it. Someone please tell me how to put a plastic bag over a foot and not get it wet in the shower. I don't know. Every time I do it, I put in a plastic bag, put another plastic bag, put another one, like wrap stuff around my leg. It gets in. Every single time. I don't know what's the point of trying anymore. It's already gotten wet. It's gotten wet multiple times. It just keeps getting wet. I don't know. Can someone please let me know if there's a technique of how to do this properly? Because I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm obviously not doing it right. Spent 4 hours in the emergency department for 6 minutes to be seen by a professional. That's always great. So if you like this video, please let me know. Please also comment on how you think my first video went. If you want anything else, if you want me to talk about anything else, also let me know if anyone knows how to wrap a plastic bag around your foot without getting water in it, because I really don't know. Thanks for watching. So if you didn't know what a cyst smells like, now you do. You're welcome.